slide ball.
There you go. Much better. Welcome back to the S.L.I.D.E podcast, everyone. We are joined with two special guests today, and I'm your host, Coach Aaron, and Allie is joining us today. Allie, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Just getting ready for some Halloween candy tomorrow. And you got an outfit ready, Aaron?
My wife just sent it back yesterday. It was funny. So we don't I have a Beetlejuice costume that I have in my closet, and it's, the full, striped suit, and I'll paint my face, and I got the wig. I hadn't pulled that out in a while, but my wife decided to order us some couples costumes, and we sent those back. So I don't even want to talk about them on the show, but I had to veto those. So anyway, do you have a costume?
I don't. I was thinking about throwing on the Party Animals jersey and a monkey mask and having some fun in the haunted house.
There you go. The haunted house. Now that's new to the show. So Allie, you're working a haunted house, huh?
Helping build a haunted house. So it's for charity, Maximum Hope Foundation, Brad Garrett's foundation, and some local sports teams, as well as some of our ball girls and families, helped build some animatronics, the frame, the decorations, and scaring. So proceeds go to charity, and it's just for fun.
Is it scary?
It is scary. Yeah. You can hear screams all night long.
Like, I don't get down with haunted houses. Never have. Are you one of those like weird people that like to be scared?
I don't know. I like the adrenaline rush of like the scare, but if you're gonna come at me, like you better be ready to put your fists up, because my reaction when you get me is to fight, not flight. It's fight.
Yeah, mine too. Like I've hit one or two people in a haunted house before when I was made to go through them, or like coerced into going through them through peer pressure, which is not a good thing, ladies. But yeah, I can't see paying someone to scare me. Like, I just don't get it. I don't like when my son hides behind the door and like yells at me when I walk in the room. Like, we about to fight then. So there ain't no way I'm paying somebody to scare me. So anyway,
that's where I'm glad. Like these girls, I'm sure scheme and have pranks that they pull on their coaches, but I'm thankful they haven't done any of that stuff to me yet, because I don't know what would happen. I might be throwing some baseballs at some kids.
Oh, what's going on in the news today? Anything? So World Series, where are we at in the World Series, Allie? We're one or two games in?
It's tied 1-1. Yeah. As much as I hate to see the Diamondbacks in the World Series, they're playing really good baseball. They're playing small ball. They're aggressive on the base paths. That's not the big guns on the other side, but it's fun to watch.
But that's, that sort of plays into like, the simple parts of the game and how effective that can be if you do it the right way. So I think that's good stuff right there. That's good foundational work for kids to watch and study. So
exactly. They're letting the kids play.
Yeah, there you go. Trying to think what else has been going on. Not a lot, but so let's just move into the guests today. So actually, Allie, I'll let you introduce these ladies.
I was gonna say, are you sure you're ready for these two? Because I had the pleasure of meeting both of these two young ladies in Elizabethtown, Kentucky last year, and on the ball field, got to watch them play. They actually both were 12U, played up in 14Us, played together for the first time ever, and I think they're pretty inseparable since. They've come together to do some amazing things. We'll let them talk about it. We got Shae and Tay today. Who's going to start us off?
Shae and Tay today. All right.
Let's go, Shae. What's up, girl?
Yeah.
Tell us your name, where you're from. I mean, don't be nervous.
Yeah. Remember, we're just talking here, so like it's a look. I'm gonna say plenty of silly stuff before we end this call, so just relax.
Okay.
I got you back.
My name is Shae, and I live in Southern California.
Long Beach, right?
Yeah, Long Beach area.
Allie, I did have to ask her because when we hopped on, and we were sitting here just talking. I was like, well, some of the music that I used to listen to used to talk about Long Beach a lot. I was like, are you familiar with the name Snoop Dogg? And she was like, of course. But anyway, Long Beach.
Heck
So
yeah. And then the other half of the duo here is not from Long Beach or California at all. You got Tay.
Hi, I'm Taylor from Galesburg, Michigan.
awesome. Now, do you want us to call you Tay or Taylor?
You can call me Tay.
Tay. Something about it makes me want to like relate you to Swifties now. Are you a Swiftie?
No.
Huh?
No.
You're not a Swiftie?
Uh-uh.
Shae, are you a Swiftie?
No, I'm not.
I only ask that because she's in every headline that I see these days. And your name starts with Taylor. So, or your name is Taylor. So, all right, I got one question for both of you before we like get crazy into it. You're on this show because you play baseball, right? So, what is it about baseball that compels you to play that game versus the other game with the yellow ball? And we're going to go Taylor. We're going to go Tay first.
I like baseball more because I feel like it's more fast paced, and I like the more fast paced because then you're not as like sitting as much and waiting as much.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because also playing with boys, like mainly, there's also like a lot more like risk, I feel like. And that's what makes it fun. Like it's a lot more challenging with the people like, oh yeah, you're a girl, why aren't you playing softball and stuff like that. But then when you show up on the field, the next thing you know, like you knock a double or something, it's
Yeah.
so much fun to see their reactions and then see what happens next.
Awesome. Okay. All right, Shae.
So for me, like I've been playing baseball since I was 4 years old, and ever since then I've just been like so happy playing it. And I just never want to transition over to softball because it's just so much fun.
Now, have either of you two ever played softball at all?
No.
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 Only
So,
time I've ever held a softball was to play catch.
okay.
Yeah, exactly.
I've heard that a lot from some of the girls that we've had on the show is just the fast pace, how the game is a lot. Well, it seems faster, I guess, in the baseball world versus softball, but some of them girls playing college World Series softball, like there ain't no way you would put me on third base with that one, but that's a whole nother episode of follies and bloopers probably right there. So, well, cool. Well, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now, we're going to let you two just talk from the rest of the episode. Take it over.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
You see how nervous Shae got right there? She didn't know what to say. She
I
just
know.
smiled. That's the two of these girls. They just smile.
So now Allie said you guys met last year, or she got introduced to you guys last year. Based on what I've heard from your parents, you two have met. Like you haven't known each other for years and years, have you?
No.
No, we just met last year in Kentucky.
Okay. Were you guys on the ball girls?
Actually, that was this summer.
Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
thinking.
yeah,
That was this July, so only 3 months ago.
Now, were you guys on the ball girls for
Yeah.
you were?
Yeah, we were.
Okay.
Ball
So
girls 14 year.
you guys just like show up and you see this other girl and you're like, well, she looks cool and she's nice to you. And you guys are like, hey, let's just like, we're best buds now, right? Or besties.
When we first got there, Shae was definitely like the shy one out of the team when we were all meeting each other, and she's like just standing off in another area. And my mom came and like pushed over by me, and she told me like not to let Shae out of my sight. So then we just like started talking. We were inseparable ever since.
Awesome. Well, that's cool. So Shae, you're the shy one, huh?
Yeah, but like once I get to know you, I'm not as shy, definitely.
Yeah.
Trying to think of what.
Hey.
Oh, so she talks a lot, huh? When you get to know her, then you can't make her be quiet.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Just a little.
That's all you need to know right there. It's just
Uh,
maybe.
Yeah, maybe. All right. Well, cool. Well, so let's start because you guys have got a lot to talk about. You guys have turned into entrepreneurs, and started your own business. But before we get to that, so like, how did you guys find the Ball Girls and like get to be a part of that organization? Shae, we'll go with you first.
Okay, I was introduced by Ball Girls by Giselle,
Okay.
Gigi,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm very thankful that she's introduced me because it's always been like so much fun.
Now, growing up, you've played baseball, I think you said since you were 3. Um, like, is it normal, abnormal to have, are you generally the only girl on your team?
No, since I played Little League,
Mm-hmm.
there were like a few girls. Like there were only 2 other girls in my league, 3 at one point.
Mm-hmm.
But I've been used to playing with girls, but like not like all girls, like mostly guys, but some girls.
Okay.
And it's
Okay.
just been really fun.
Yeah. So Taylor, what about you? So how did you find the Ball Girls?
So I was originally gonna be playing for another team, but when me and my mom were scrolling on Facebook, like looking at like all the teams and everything, we found the Ball Girls, and I wanted to play for them because on their post it said hashtag be legendary, and at the time I was on the team called the Legends,
Mm-hmm.
and it was the exact same color, like exact same quote and everything. So I'm like, oh yeah, we're gonna be a Ball Girl.
That's pretty awesome, Allie.
Shout out to Coach Brian right there. He made these stickers that said, if a girl wants to be a legend, let her.
Oh yeah, that's on
Oh,
my
I
phone
like that.
case.
Yeah.
I like
So,
that.
I mean, the girls, they have a bunch of cool stickers, but yeah, they definitely reached out. I know Shae, she's been playing against some of our girls in SoCal for a couple years, and we were trying to get her out with all the girls, but sometimes it's hard. And then Taylor, she's played with all girls before, I believe, on other teams,
One
and
other
got
team.
connected with, yeah, got connected with us, and I think we're now stuck with her.
Is that true, Taylor? Are
Yeah.
they stuck with you now? Are they privileged to have you?
They're stuck.
Oh, okay.
We're very privileged.
Yes, there you go. Well, this is awesome. So, Allie, I'm going to let you ask them a few questions, get these girls opened up because Shae, we got to break the ice here and we got to get you jumping up and down. And look, if I know you're shy, like usually I'm going to talk to you more. So just get ready. But Allie, what should we know about these ladies and get some cool stuff out of them?
All right, so I definitely want you to know what positions they play because I know
Oh,
you're going to be
yes.
happy that one of them is not a catcher.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, because every single person we have on the show is a catcher lady. So go ahead and tell me what positions you play, what your favorite one is, and why, because I think I know what Shay's going to say here. Start it off, Shay.
Okay, so my favorite position is pitcher, first base, third, and right field. My
Okay.
favorite
And
position
why
is
pitcher?
definitely pitcher because like it's just like really fun, and my brother he was probably the reason why I started pitching and
Mm-hmm.
playing baseball even. And yeah, it's always just like looks so fun to pitch, and I started when I was 9, and ever since then I've just loved it.
That's hard. I played baseball growing up in school, but I never pitched. Actually, you know what? I did. They let me come in and pitch batting practice one day, and I got 2 pitches in, and ball got hit to the fence, and I just walked off the mound because I couldn't do it. So that's a
Oh,
hard
But you did
position.
your job for BP.
I did. I did. Yes, you're right. On the side, I'm thinking like I can pitch. I can strike these dudes out. Yep. Nope. Didn't work. Shae, how did that go for you? Like starting to pitch at 9 and you're still pitching. So you must be pretty decent.
I started off like at night, like I started off on my team. I used to like strike out 2 people and then never be able to get out of the inning.
Okay.
And I saw a pitching coach, and ever since then I've just been getting better and better.
Wow. Now, did he teach you some special moves or something that like helped you, or how did you get better?
He taught me good mechanics. Um,
Mm,
and he's like taught me how to like stay like stable. so that
Mhm.
I'm not like moving all over the place during my pitches. I'm just like trying to like stay there.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
Now,
it's
He
fun when
also taught me.
Shay's on the mound. Oops, sorry. Go ahead, Shay.
He also taught me a curveball. It's one of my favorite pitches. Yeah.
So that's what I
wow.
was gonna go right into is Shay, when you get her on the mound, you can't tell which team's winning or which team's losing by her demeanor. But then also she is one of those kids that keeps the players off balance very well. She came out and threw a first pitch off speed, and then we'll go right with the fastball. So she's fun to watch attack on the mound. And then that's where Taylor comes in because Tay, what are you doing on the field?
I can play every position. I played every position in a game. My favorite positions are catcher and pitcher, but mainly it's been pitcher so far this year because it's what I've played more of this year. I like pitching because I feel like the fact that you're in front, like you're right in front of the batter, like gives you that like rush of adrenaline that like no other player really feels as much. Like obviously catcher, like you're right behind them, foul ball to the face, stuff like that. But with the pitcher, you're right there. You and the catcher are the battery of the game when you're in the field, and it's just really fun being on the mound,
So you like to
especially
control the game. You
yeah,
like to be in control. Got
especially with hitting low 70s this year. It's also been really fun.
wow. And you're 13?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I'll say, Shay, what are you throwing right now?
I'm throwing mid to high 60s.
There we
Okay.
go.
Yeah. Wow. You know, the world's changed a lot. Yeah.
And on top of that, I've never had a pitching coach. It's always been just me and my dad.
You need
Oh,
to brag.
I know.
That's
She just
super
like,
You
cool.
should brag about your age earlier.
she just threw it out there.
But that's also like, I mean, Taylor, though, has been a catcher, right? I mean, she'll get back there, throw the gear on, and take that foul
To the
ball right to the
face.
face mask.
Yeah, right.
But I think that's the cool part is she'll then get on the mound and understand how to pick batters apart from behind the plate and on top of the mound.
Well, all right. So here's a question, and I've always wondered this. If you're a catcher or a pitcher, shouldn't they be the best two at hitting? I mean, as far as diagnosing pitching, like the catcher, sees the movement of a lot of different, a lot of different pitches. Like you would think that those two like have it down pat what it takes to hit. Allie,
It
and I know
does
I'm
make
completely
sense.
wrong, but
Well, I don't know. So, like the whole old school way of a catcher, right? Like a catcher's there for defense. If they add offense, like you're getting a steal of a catcher, but
right.
you just want them defensively. Pitchers, they don't hit anymore. Um,
Yeah.
But I think that's also like the opposite side of the spectrum too, is those two positions are overthinking all the time. They're diagnosing and trying to analyze the spin on the ball and where it's going to break and when it's going to break and how fast it's coming out and what arm slot. When hitting half the time is don't think and you're probably the best hitter in the box.
That's true.
Just
Never thought
reaction.
about it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
what do you girls think? I mean, Shay, you just said it's reaction.
I feel like Shay, go ahead.
Okay. So what I think is it does help to be a pitcher and a catcher because then you can see the movement of the ball better. But one of my teammates, he's really good at just contact. And I think that it helps to just slap at the ball instead of like trying to like take it yard or anything.
yeah, make contact.
Yeah.
More times than not, and I coach youth, 8U. Actually, we're going into 10U now. But that's more of the times than not what we're saying is just make contact. Just make contact. Now, how long have you two played travel ball?
I played since 8U.
Oh, okay.
I started playing travel ball last year.
Okay.
You never told me that part.
Oh my, that just ends the relationship right there, Shay. It's just over.
Can't be friends. Can't be friends anymore.
You never told me that.
I've
You've only
been
known
playing
each other
Little
for
League
3
my whole life.
months.
Y'all still have so much to learn about each other. See, and we're just going to discover all these cool things on the show. So that's cool, though. Like, so Taylor, you started at 8U, and Shae, you just started. Like, there is no right or wrong answer in that because, I mean, honestly, whatever got you to this point was very successful. So, what do you think the big difference, Shae? You're coming from like a rec league, I assume, before travel.
Little League.
Little League. Okay. So
Yeah.
what's the biggest difference between Little League and then getting into travel ball?
It's like the pickoffs and like for me, I was like for the pitching, I'd always have a hard time just like staying set and not just like going straight to the pitch.
So taking your
Yeah, and
time.
also leading off. I'm not really the best at diving.
You know, I don't know if anybody is like would claim they're the best. I think that's just one of those things where it's just spontaneous. You just jump and throw your arms and legs everywhere.
There's always someone better than you.
Of course there is, because there's somebody right now, instead of sitting here talking to us, they're out there working. But that's all right. We'll catch up.
But these girls put the work in during the day and at all hours of the day. So I have no doubt that they're still doing it. It's going to be tough for someone to pass these girls up.
Well, so she said that. So it sounds like who practices at night in the middle of the night? Somebody practice at night? Taylor?
I think the both of us do, right?
In the middle of the night, Shae.
Oh,
In the middle of the night.
maybe.
I mean, like 9 p.m. You girls are hitting baseballs.
Try working out while you're half asleep. Then see what happens when you drop the weight on your foot.
College life.
I didn't know. Yeah, exactly. So how many days a week do you guys practice?
Starting this week, actually, I'm practicing pretty much every day.
That's just too much. Do you like that?
Oh yeah, I have practice art right after this, actually.
Don't you want to take one off though? Like just chill out, and relax.
Not really. That's what like midday weekends for, and school.
I was hoping that's what she was going to say.
School's relaxing. School's their time off. How crazy is that?
It like breaks and lunch, not learning. Learning's like it's okay.
Oh, we're gonna have to come back to school. Taylor, what about you? How often do you practice?
7 days a week because with multiple teams. Because for fall ball, I played for 2 teams this fall. So 7 days a week for practice.
What do you play for 2 teams for?
My main team's fall season got cut short a little bit, and we didn't have any tournaments. But we did have like 2 double headers, and I went to play with one of my friends' team.
Is your mom throwing stuff at you?
Not at me, but something.
2 teams. Now, are these teams, they're not all girl teams, right? These are co-ed teams?
Just normal like baseball travel teams.
Gotcha. Wow. That's I can't even imagine. Like it's hard enough as a parent, like juggling 1 practice schedule, let alone having 2. So I feel for your parents.
Thank you, Aaron. Well, and then on top of that, yeah, thanks, Aaron. He best. On top of that, they're running a business too. These 2 got together and created this whole thing on their own now where when they're not on the field, they're not in school, they're not driving to practice, they're not eating or sleeping or midnight workouts. They're dealing with their business. They
must have more hours in the day than we do, Allie, because I'm struggling. I struggle. But all right, so you have a business. What business is this?
We sell lots of stuff. Like we sell hats, we sell bags, shirts. Yeah, we sell a lot of stuff.
Like
what's the name of it? What's the name of your
Athletics?
TNS, Taylor and Shae. All right, now whose idea was it to start this?
I guess we kind of both thought about it, like,
Okay.
hey, wouldn't it be cool if we just started a business? Like, at first it was like a joke, but then we actually started thinking about it.
Yeah, because our parents like realize how like similar our names are and everything, like Tay and Shae, like how they rhyme and everything. And our parents got to talking, like messing around and everything. And then we all actually thought that it could actually be like really fun and could actually happen. So we just made it happen.
Wow. You know what? That right there is pretty awesome because, when you have a dream and you just make it happen, like that's impressive. So, all right. So I know you guys both collaborate on all your designs and stuff. Now, the brand, when you started out, was it really geared towards a certain athlete, or have you always kept it really just general across, all of baseball?
When we started, we were mainly making baseball things because that's what me and Shay play.
Mm-hmm. That's a tongue twister.
Yeah. Um and also because we realized that since girls in baseball is becoming more popular, um that when girls are shopping for clothes that are like for them, they don't have many options.
Mm-hmm.
But then when boys go like shopping for clothes and everything, they have everything.
Yeah, so we
Gotcha.
thought it would just be cool to like give them like another place to shop for.
Yeah. So you guys are the new like baseball 101 or baseballism, like for everyone.
Well, but they
Yeah.
expand more than just like baseball, as Tay said. I mean, I know some of our group from our organization has made some special requests, and I think it was Brian's birthday shirt
Yeah.
was, I think it said, I didn't plan on being a sexy baseball
Baseball.
dad, but here I am killing it, or something like that.
Yeah, they had a little box for him to sign it for his signature.
That is cool. So who's the marketing
So yeah,
genius? Is it both of you two, the marketing?
Yeah,
Now,
it is.
so you took this from like just ideation, like we're talking about it. And I'm assuming you started like writing down ideas and all of that fun stuff. Who came up with the logo?
Taylor and her
Taylor.
mom.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you that's hard. Like when we were starting this show, it drove me insane. I think I about just was like, you know what? I can't even do the podcast because I can't even get a logo that I like. So I know that's hard work. Now, what's been your most popular seller?
Our most popular seller has definitely been the breast cancer awareness, especially with it being October.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because all the support and people who have beat breast cancer and family members of people with breast cancer.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, now it looks like you've got, is that a blanket hanging up behind you there, Taylor?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
a hooded blanket.
Wow. You guys do it all. So let's talk about what you guys offer. So t-shirts, we know. Now we got a blanket. What else do
We
we
also got
have out there?
shoes.
Well, you got
they got shoes.
shoes?
Yeah.
We got
And it's
shoes.
not just a regular blanket, it's a hooded blanket in case you missed that.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
It's the blanket you wear.
So it has the hood on the top. I'm trying to figure out the worst thing.
And you just curl up like a flying squirrel. There you go. It's like Batman. Dun, dun.
And TNS Athletics right there up top. I mean, it's really cool to see. But Shae and Tay, what's your favorite item that you sell?
My favorite item is the "Don't Suck" shirt. Sorry, Tay.
All right, don't suck shirt. I think I
It
may need
says
one of those.
#Don't Suck.
Okay. I like that.
I
mean,
think it's both of our favorites.
Yeah. We
that's,
went
and
over that when we were like, it just
how long has the shop been open now?
It's been open since September 2nd.
Holy moly. Well, you guys put this into action quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. Now, what were your parents' response like when you started actually selling stuff? Like, I mean, that has to be a cool feeling for you guys, but like the parents like, oh, this is for real. Was it a
It
shock?
was it was exciting.
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that even though some of the orders are literally just like close friends and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
there's also some people that we don't even know also ordering. So the fact that there's people that we personally don't know is really cool.
That's a
And
compliment. Like that's pretty awesome.
yeah,
Well, you know, a lot of people have ideas. Like everybody's got an idea, right? But the reason why most people aren't successful in life is because they lack the execution part, like actually putting it into play. So I think that's a great skill that you two have learned is, you know, how to take something from an idea and turn it into a business. That's crazy, but that's awesome. Now I'm gonna have to go look up the "Don't Suck" shirt because that sounds like something that would fit great into my wardrobe of t-shirts. That is cool. Well, let's go back because I mean I want to ask some more questions about TNS, but you said something earlier, Taylor, around you know, not seeing a lot of girls, you know, or not having a selection for, you know, girl clothing.
yeah.
Well, let's pull it back a little bit. What is it like seeing like all of this different attention that's starting to happen with women in baseball? Like, I feel like that, I mean, maybe it's because I'm new to all of this, relatively new, but I feel like it's picking up a lot of traction and momentum recently. Like,
Yeah.
what does that mean to you two?
I find it like really cool, and the fact that people don't like it, I find it really, really funny
Yeah.
because as the next generation is coming up and girls are actually getting into baseball and getting into like other sports, like let's say football, because there's more girls playing football as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like just girls in like male dominant sports is so cool.
Yeah.
Not
Hey,
the
what
other way
about you?
around though.
Hmm?
What was that?
Not the other way around. I don't
Well,
like that.
The male athletes coming into the female sports. That's a whole
yeah.
nother section.
Oh,
That's not quite fair.
that's just look, we may all get in trouble for that one, but who like that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
I always
Like,
say
That's a whole nother show.
yeah, I always
I
say
was gonna say.
yeah. Yeah. That's
girls
I agree with you wholeheartedly, Tay or Shay. I'm telling you, as soon as I start calling her Tay, I'm gonna get the names confused. So well,
Both of them will respond whichever one you call, but I
lovely.
think in terms of these two, like if there was a league for women to play baseball, I don't think that these two would say no to that opportunity. I think they would absolutely be there playing against other women, but right now I do think they want to compete against the guys and try and show what they got for as long as they can, and if other opportunities pop up, they're right there to take them. So we'll see.
I,
It's fun.
so Taylor, you said that the fact that a lot of people don't like it, like, is funny. Why do you think people like are pushing back or may have, you know, that thought of, I don't, this isn't right.
I feel like because people have always like known or like thought that like, oh, girls go like to the kitchen, go clean or go play softball. That's the girls' area. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's where most girls are. But the fact that girls are coming up into baseball and some are actually showing up the boys by like 10 times. And the fact that like some parents don't like their kid being showed up by a girl especially is just not it.
Mm. I
All
got
you can really do is laugh, because you don't want
yes.
to like, you don't want to start anything with them. You don't want to snap or say anything because it's not really a need to say that. You just, they really sit there and they play on the field and show them who they are with their athleticism on the field. And somebody's mad that they're better, they're just going to go back out there and try and hit another bomb. Or I mean, I don't know if these two don't really hit bombs. Actually, they might. But I
Oh.
mean, yeah, see, Shae got mad.
Well, like,
But
so
they're the ones using the talent on the field to shut people up, and I think that's That's
That's
what makes
perfect.
Tay laugh is she's all like, yeah, you want to talk that? All right, well, watch me play.
Well, do you think it's more of the adults than it is the kids? And I don't mean to offend you by calling you kids, but that's just reality of what we're dealing with here. But like, do you get it more from the boys on the field, or do you feel like it's coming more from the stands and the parents?
I feel like it's more the parents because I've met a bunch of boys that think that, like, let's say, like, in my instance, like, me playing baseball, like, against them, everything, like, they saw what I can do and they thought it was really cool. But also, I think that, like, the boys that think it's, like, dumb or, like, weird and stuff like that, I feel like it's because of their parents, because
Yeah.
their parents make it weird about it.
I'm going to tell you, and this is like the coin phrase for everything. Adults ruin everything. Like, I mean, that's just a fact. Like, I've been just as much as a part of, making things not what they're supposed to be, just like everyone else. But like, adults just need to learn their place. When they sign their kid up to play sports and they give that money, that's about as much as role as they play into that. Everything else is up to that kid and the coach. Like, that's where they need to stay. Hey, do you agree with that?
Yeah.
Nope. Shae.
Yes.
All
Yeah, I do. Definitely.
right, Taylor, I'm gonna have to call you Taylor, just so that we don't have any
Okay.
mass confusion here. So, Shae,
Yeah.
have you ever had so you like to pitch, so you're standing on the mound and you got this dude walking up to bat and he's like cutting you the eye like he's gonna take your yard. Like, do you get that much? Like, these batters like thinking like they're gonna just knock you out?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
More often than not.
yeah. And then what is reality that they usually find?
Either pop out, ground out, or whiff on a curve.
Now, have any of those dudes like gave you some props after the game and been like, yeah, you're pretty good?
Some of them. Some
Yeah.
of them just look at me like I'm crazy.
What do you do then? Do you just stick your tongue
Look
out
at
and
them
like,
back.
you got to make a face at them? Like,
Yeah, I do.
do.
The side eye.
Now, Allie, you've just met these ladies, right? Like,
Yeah,
this
I
year?
had the first chance. Unfortunately, I didn't get to coach them at nationals because I was with the 12U team.
Uh-huh.
These two stepped up and played up in 14U as 12-year-olds to help our squad. But being able to go over and watch them play and then just be around them, it was pretty special. Like,
Yeah.
I wish they were with us from the start because of their sunken spirit, honestly. They keep you on their toes, but just being able to watch them now develop from the age of 12 plus is going to be a lot of fun because it is a challenging time, but I think both of them have a good spirit and attitude about it. And I guess my question that I would want to ask you too is how or what struggles are you finding keeping a friendship long distance, keeping a teammate relationship long distance, and then trying to run a business long distance? How do you make it work, you two?
We FaceTime a lot.
Yeah.
For how many hours?
Last time we were on FaceTime, we were 6 hours.
6 hours?
7 hours.
7? Oh, yeah. It was
They for
Started
sure
at
have longer days
1:50
than us, Aaron.
Started at
Yeah, for real.
1:54 and then ended at 8:54.
Do y'all like listening to each other talk that much?
We were mostly
like,
just designing gloves on 44, bro.
Ooh, the one that the red, white, and blue one.
Oh yeah, we had a lot of fun designing that stuff.
That, you know what? I've been on part. I went on some of those glove sites and like started doing the custom build, and there's so many options. Like, they need to simplify it. But the glove that you guys put together with 44, that's a pretty freaking awesome glove. Like, I mean, and it's simple yet very like prominent. Like,
And it also has a part of us in it. We put the Kentucky outline on the glove since that's where me and Shae met. So we put the Kentucky outline on.
aw, aren't you sweet?
And then on the palm, you can't really see it, but it says Philippians 4:13 on the palm.
Oh,
So that was just like a little thing that we wanted to add.
all right. So now I got to ask you what Bible verse that is.
I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me.
There you go. I see a lot of teams use that Bible verse, and that is so freaking awesome.
Yeah, it's
So,
my favorite Bible verse.
And then we
That
also
is-
put our Instagram on the pinky.
And hashtag don't suck.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I would forget about that one. That's the best one.
Now, are you guys like the fun people on the team, or you like the quiet? Shay, I know you're kind of quiet, so like, are you the you're not? I mean, are you the cheerleader on the team, like in the dugout, like pumping everybody? And I don't mean to call you a cheerleader, but like that person that's like pumping everybody up. Or tell me about your
It depends on
personalities.
what team. For my Rippers team, I'm sometimes energetic. But for the ball girls, there's a lot of girls that are much more energetic than me.
Catherine, what?
All right. All right.
Mackenzie.
Catherine's a different species. Catherine
Yeah.
is
Whole
one
other
of her
species.
own.
I don't think I've met Catherine yet. I guess I would have.
Not
I would
yet.
have remembered
You
it,
need
right? If
to.
I had. Now tell me about her.
She'll have her own show for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Talk your ear off.
What's some cool stuff I need to know about Catherine before I get her on the show?
Catherine is very energetic, very fun, and one of the nicest people you'll ever meet.
All right. Sounds like we need to have her on the show.
Yes.
Now here's gonna be fun. So Taylor, I want you to describe Shay and her personality on the baseball field, and then Shay, I want you to describe Taylor, okay? All right, Taylor, you go first. Tell me
Shay,
about this girl.
when I watched her like obviously I was on the same team as her for ball girls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I really saw like her true personality on the field because she was with a bunch of girls that she's never met. And the only person that like she ever met was her dad, which was one of the coaches. Well, obviously. But like also like talking more as the tournament went on, and always up for making the next play. Even if she messed up, she was always there for the next play.
Sweet. All right. Well, she took it easy. She gave you a lot of good compliments there.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. All right. Now your turn.
Yeah, my turn.
I don't know whether to
So
be like scared or excited.
we had a tournament that we both went to in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee,
I know there.
where after one of my games, I went to go watch her.
Okay.
And what I saw was Taylor being like very into the game. She's like almost seemed like a no nonsense, but like not like too hardcore. Like
Mm.
She's totally hardcore. Are you kidding me?
So
like
she's got a
not
game
like
face.
just like straight into the game, like ignoring everybody, but just like straight up focusing on the game. Like she was focusing on the game, but like not like to like cut out like all her teammates. Like she was still like having fun.
Of course. Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
probably similar to that. Allie, what's your personality when you're playing out there on the field?
Ooh, I'm very calm, cool, collected. But like, if there's a play, where I have a tag, I'm smacking the tag down and making that person remember that I just put that tag down. But then when I go and like hug my teammate on the side, you're like, oh, that was kind of sweet, but no. But I was a catcher.
Okay.
I loved contact. I lived for people sliding into home because that was my play.
Yeah.
So
Well, now they're taking a lot of that
I
out.
nearly broke
Like,
my arm last year.
I mean, you can't do like the full like block the plate anymore. And Taylor, what do you think about all that? Would you want full on contact?
Well, last year I nearly broke my arm because I was catcher and there was a play at home
Uh-huh.
and I was nowhere near the plate. I reach out to like put the tag out and everything. The kid doesn't slide because like when there's a play at the plate now you're supposed to slide.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise you can get called out. And yeah, my arm swelled up like it literally looked like my arm was broken. And then right after catching, I went into pitching.
Well, how did
That's
that turn out? How did that turn out? So you basically had like a clothesline, like you had the ball and the glove out and like to tag, and he just ran through it, right?
Yeah, like his helmet like hit like my forearm.
That's smart.
I know, and he was still out though. And then I almost took the ball at him. But
Throw your helmet on.
yeah, I did not have my helmet on.
That's all right. It's okay. I mean, look, sometimes you get a little testy out there on the baseball field. I get it. I could definitely see it when I ask Allie her personality. I could imagine her being that dog out there, like, oh yeah, I tagged you. You're gonna feel it tomorrow too.
The best part is to like now, as I think Tay said it earlier, the next generation of girls, right? They're still young. They're 13. They can't be saying the next generation of girls. Like
I
I
know,
feel like
right?
I
now
said
when
that, I
I'm
meant
out
like
on the field,
us.
I got you. I got you. The little girls like looking up to you, and I for sure think this group of 13U kids that we have in ball girls is something special. They're the ones that are really pioneering the girls in baseball. But I even forgot what I was saying before that.
Well, all right. So who all's on the 13U team now? So these two ladies.
Yeah, so we have a 13U age group. And right now we're trying to get a couple tournaments on the books. So like spring training in Arizona. We'll have Branson, Missouri. We're hoping we can make Elizabethtown, Kentucky again for nationals. We'll see if we can make it to Pigeon Forge or Panama City Beach, just try and get these girls back on the field together. It's something special when the girls get together. I don't know how it is for you two, and maybe you two can say this, but playing with the boys and playing with the girls, it's different. These two can just get on the field and have fun. They don't have to worry about much of anything. I mean, what do you two feel? Because you both play very competitively with the boys, and you're now teammates with the girls for I think a long time, you two. But how does it feel playing the difference?
It's definitely different, but at the same time, you just got to be out on the field no matter where you're at, no matter what field you're on, no matter what team. You just got to be there to play. Be there to show who you are and who you're representing on the front of the jersey and your family on the back.
Wow.
Now I feel like I'm gonna
Spoken
copy
like a
you.
dog.
Yeah, for sure. What were you
That's
saying,
what I
Tay?
was like. That was pretty much what I was gonna say.
Oh,
But
now see,
I don't wanna
you
be a
can't.
copier. So
Yeah, you can't do that. Like you can't. Well, what she said, all original thoughts. No one's ever heard this before, Shay. A lot of pressure on you. I'm just kidding.
yeah, it's just you just gotta have the same mindset. Even if it's an easy team, if it's a tough team like ZT National, just gotta
Mhm.
play hard.
All right. Now let me ask you a question. If you had to pick a team to go to, a World Series event, who would you pick? Would you want to go with a team of all your ball girls or a team of all girls? Or are you picking a team that,
I won't
maybe
be offended.
it's more co-ed? It's okay. Like, I mean, which one gets your juices flowing? Like you're motivated.
There you go. I've been talking first for most of the time.
Well, you're younger, so
So do you want me to go?
They don't want
yeah,
to answer.
Do y'all want to play the fifth?
I feel
If you
like
know that.
I'll probably
It's
do.
different. It's tough.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's there's great in both. Like I'm sure there's like, your home team versus like the ball girls. I mean, I get it.
It wouldn't really matter to me as much, but if I had to pick, I feel like maybe like the ball girls team, only because first of all, it doesn't really matter to me anyways, because you're there for the memories either way. If you win or lose, you're still playing baseball and you're still making memories with whatever team you're on. But with ball girls, I feel like because there's not a lot of tournaments that everyone can make it to, so that I feel like just to have everyone there for even one tournament is better than not being at a tournament
Pretty
at all.
special. Yeah. I get it. I totally get it. I mean, I never had the opportunity to play travel ball. And what you guys did is basically go out and meet a team for the first time. Like, is that not like scary? Like awkward, like showing up and you don't really know. I mean, Shay, you went through it. You were over the side trying to sneak out of the park, apparently, and like go hide. But no, like that's hard though, right? I mean, I think I would have a hard time with that.
Yeah, it wasn't tough because like I did not spend my times there alone, definitely.
No.
No.
Me and Sam were walking side by side through everything.
Yeah.
Well,
But
very cool.
see, I wanted Taylor to go first so I could think more about my answer, but then she's just making me think more. Mm.
Why? Because I steal your answer?
Pretty much.
Of course.
Again, well, 8 hours of FaceTime will do that to you.
Yeah, for real. Like y'all do enough
Well,
thinking for each other. It sounds like 8 hours on the phone. I'm still hung on that one. I mean, back in my young days, maybe like I don't know, 8 hours, never. Maybe a cut. Yeah, I don't even like talking on the phone for 5 minutes now. So, but there's a lot of
some of it we were
executive
just looking at
decisions to be made.
absolutely.
Do what?
Some of it we were just looking through absolutely ridiculous, just like
Yeah.
figuring out if we wanted to buy the same gloves for Christmas.
Or we were upping each other with snacks that we had.
Oh
With,
yeah.
you said snacks?
Yup.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rice
Now,
crackers versus hot Cheetos.
Ew.
hot Cheetos aren't bad though.
Hot Cheetos are good.
Yeah. What's your
With the
favorites?
lime.
Ooh, I don't know if I've had those with the lime. That sounds good though.
Allie's offended.
I don't need a lot of junk food. But maybe I need to. What's your favorite ball game snacks?
Um,
You better go
um,
first, Shae, so she can't steal your answer.
Yeah, go ahead,
for
Shae.
snack or food,
Either one.
like one before or after a ball game.
Yeah.
Uh, Jersey Mike's.
Ooh, I like some Jersey Mikes.
My teammates make fun of me because every single game they always see me with Jersey Mike's.
That's like one of the boys on my team. He always has Subway after every single game.
I'd love to be sponsored by them.
Well, there you go. We'll just put it out
NIL
there. And we'll
deals
see.
pushing them through the show. Here we go.
I know. Taylor, what's yours?
Probably like a hot dog or like nachos or something. Like
Okay.
something smaller. Because I don't really eat like before or after.
Yeah.
Like maybe like a candy bar or something like before the game. But that's it. Like even for volleyball, like I drank a Gatorade, like 1 or 2 Gatorades before the game, and then I have a Snickers before the game for volleyball.
Well,
So she's not hangry.
yeah. I mean, Snickers fix it instantly as soon as you bite into it. I've seen those commercials.
Everything gets better with the Snickers.
That's right. So now, what other sports do you guys play? So Taylor, I just heard volleyball.
Yeah, me too. I occasionally play volleyball.
All right.
Hey.
Now, hey, out in California, you guys have flag football, right? For
Yeah, but
women?
I don't play flag football.
No.
No,
Well,
I'd probably like fall and snap my neck or something.
oh no, you wouldn't. No,
You're more
I fell
athletic
off a
than that,
stage
Shae.
last year. I'm not very happy with my chances of luck.
you did what?
I fell off a stage.
Okay. We might need a little bit more detail on that one because it sounds pretty funny.
Yeah, you can't tell people that and not give them like a little
Was
bit.
was it a twerking contest and you twerked off the stage?
So
It was probably like promotion. She was probably getting some like GPA award and fell.
Yeah.
we were doing a little act for class, and it was for our homeroom. So we did a little act. Chair wasn't 100% on the stage. Fell back, cracked my head open.
Oh no. So it wasn't funny. Well, look,
I laughed about it.
oh, well, look, just go, just go with the story. We were twerking, and I twerked off stage. That's probably better. That's probably better. All right.
She's fine now. No head injury.
You get a
Sure.
concussion?
No, I didn't get a concussion.
Wow.
I got smarter from it.
So I don't know if it's the same way out there in California, but like I've been called many times in my life hard-headed. You must have a nice hard head.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So let's talk about future state. And so we get into high school. Are we still playing baseball in high school?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Where are we going to college? What's the plan? I know it's still early.
I'd love to go to Grand Canyon University.
Yeah, look, she was telling me about Grand Canyon University when we first started, and I thought that was like an online school only.
It's a nice Christian college out in Arizona.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we played a tournament there when I was in college at Cal State Northridge. We played a fast pitch tournament there. They have such nice facilities because there's a good amount of funding there. New campus, but they're in a really nice spot of town that just has this gorgeous like hill backdrop on the baseball and softball diamonds. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, my neighbor goes there.
Wow.
It kind of like introduced me to it.
So you're gonna go there. What's ideal? Like if you had it your way, because you do. Are you going to the MLB?
Yes, I would love to make it to the MLB. It's been my number one goal throughout like since I actually got serious in baseball instead of picking flowers out in the outfield.
I used to always tell the kids quit building sandcastles because they're all standing in the infield, like building up these mounds and stuff. But anyway, see, I'll get on a tangent.
When I was in Little League, out of like a team of all boys and everything, I was the youngest on the team. Everything, I was the only one that did not pick flowers or play in the sand.
Oh yeah, well,
yeah,
good
I was the one that, and I got told that I was gonna be the one picking flowers in the outfield.
That's terrible.
I was the youngest too, but I was the one picking flowers.
Tay was the one yelling at people out there, like, catch the ball.
Yeah. Quit. All right. So now which MLB team do you want to play for? Shae? I mean, you're not binded by this. You're not like, we're not signing a contract today, so it may change. But which one would you pick today?
What'd you tell me on our 8-hour FaceTime call?
Is it a secret?
She's gonna break my heart right now. I'm kidding, Shae. You know I'll support you any team you go to.
I love the Dodgers as a team, and I love the Mariners.
The Mariners.
The Dodgers, but the Dodgers are kind of right now. So
she threw some
like the Mariners are any better.
Look, I don't follow a lot of baseball, so when people say Mariners, I just go back and think about when you ever heard of this dude Ken Griffey Jr. You ever heard of him?
That's like one of my favorite players of all time.
No way, really? So
yeah.
that's the first thing that I think about when I think about Mariners. Him and Randy Johnson.
Yeah, him, JP, and Mookie are my three favorites, and Shohei.
Of course. Now, do you think he's going to be pitching and hitting next year? After his surgery?
My mom just said no.
I don't think so.
Which one is he going to do? Like, I mean, he's pretty freaking awesome at both. Like, how do you make that decision?
I think actually, if he doesn't stick with both, I think he might just stick with hitting. Cause I think he has a better batting average than ERA. I don't know. I don't follow it that much.
It's pretty remarkable what that dude's been able to do. He's changed the game a lot in such a short period of time. And you know what? That just means it's your turn next. It's somebody's turn next. You just have to choose whether or not it's going to be you. All right, Taylor. All right, so playing high school baseball. Yeah. Where we going to school?
Lately I've been thinking about Western.
Okay.
But not really set on like a college idea yet.
So no Big Blue in the books, huh? Yeah. Well, look, you can literally go about anywhere, and if you're good, they'll find you. So it whether it's D1, D2, D3, JUCO, like whatever it is. I mean, honestly, there's a high chance that if you're good enough, you don't even have to go to school. Like you can just get drafted right out of high school. Like which one of you two are probably going to be that person?
Taylor, since she's a utility.
Shae is sitting there studying you, Taylor. Like, is she going to say anything? Is she going to say anything? All right.
Taylor's a utility, so.
Okay. All right. Taylor, which MLB team do you want to pick you draft you?
I don't really have a MLB team either, but I feel like if I would have to pick, probably St. Louis Cardinals, because when my dad was younger, he got the chance to play for the St. Louis Cardinals, but he didn't.
Why not?
But I think it'd be really cool,
Okay.
especially following up after Yachty left and that he's coming back as a coach.
Is he? I didn't
Yeah.
see that.
He said 90% chance he would return to the Cardinals to coach.
He'll be there.
Exactly.
For
Taylor.
Cardinals' sake and for baseball's sake, I would love to see Yachty back with the Cardinals coaching the staff.
Yeah, you couldn't put him in another dugout like that. That'd just be wrong. Wouldn't
Well,
work.
and managers make some of the best managers too. The way they're able to dissect the game behind the plate and then kind of think about everything else going on. I
Yeah,
think it's going to help him in
He's
the
already
long
been
run.
dealing with the umpires their entire MLB career.
So
Oh, that's what I was going to say earlier.
I had a question earlier too about that, but go right ahead, Allie.
Yeah. Sorry, I feel like as I got older, like I think I found like more playfulness in the game. So I think when I was high school, college, I was very serious, like smacking people as hard as I can. Now I still smack the tag down, but I'll help them off the ground. But I also like to jaw back and forth with the umpires a little bit in like a friendly manner when I play, but also as a coach. So haven't gotten in trouble for it yet, but I might blame Tay if I do get thrown out of a game. I'll be like, it was her. Or Beth in the background.
I mean,
Well, you know, Taylor.
I've had my coach go off on umpires a few times for not giving kids warnings and stuff like that, because at the Cal Ripken tournament in Tennessee,
Division 4.
there's this one really big kid. I was playing first, and he ran into me, like he ran out of the base path to run into me, just so that he wouldn't be out. And next thing I know, he's laying on the ground behind me. And my coach comes like steaming out the dugout.
Did he flop?
Yeah. Well, he was a big dude too. Like taller.
You should have just like stood over him and flexed then. Like you should have just gave him some memories to really remember. So now, Shae, you pitch. Here's your battery mate. I know you two get frustrated sometimes with some calls. Like, that pitch was in the strike zone and he called a ball, right?
My last tournament, I buckled a kid and it was like right there on the line, but he didn't call it a strike. I got a little bit upset.
What do you do? Like you just slap the ball in your glove, turn around and say a couple words to yourself and then you recomposed, or
no,
how do you
I just
handle
look and then I just look and get over with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
The
Taylor,
stare down, the classic stare down.
believe me, I have
the look I give. People say it's funny. Like the catchers always laugh when I give it to
when
them.
I called for you, it was funny. Or like when I ever watched you pitch, it was funny.
Why? What was funny about it?
Just like her facial expressions, like when she strikes someone out, or like when like the umpire gives her like a bad call, or like there's this like really crazy call that's like off, like whether it's like they call a ball a strike or like a strike a ball.
Mm-hmm.
Really funny.
Is she really intimidating out there on the mound?
Sometimes she's laughing on the mound. I mean, I can lie, I do too. Only because
back in Little League, on my last year of All-Stars, I used to wear my hat like this so you couldn't see my eyes. My catcher always used to get scared. He's like, I don't know if you're upset or if you're just concentrating.
Or if you're just staring at the bill of your hat. Like, ooh.
Well, what's mound visits look like with you two? Now, you two have you been able to pitch and catch together in a game?
No.
Oh, no. So, well, what's a mound visit look like with you, Taylor? Well, you're coming out to the mound because your pitcher's a little wild. You need to have a conversation. What's that conversation look like?
Just like tell him, take a breath, just sit out there for a minute, like just talk about like random stuff, like talk about how the game's going, like how their arms feeling and everything. Make sure that like if they walk like 2 batters, make sure it's not because their arms hurting or anything.
Okay. All right. Shae, how does that normally go? What's your mound visits look like?
Usually just like, you got this. A few of my teammates say slay girly pop.
Oh my gosh, same.
Slay girly pop?
Yes.
Yeah, you just got that one teammate that's like, slay girly pop, you got this.
I feel like we all got that one teammate.
Yeah.
Now, have you guys seen, and Allie, I don't know if you've seen this or not. You've seen the comedian that like he records himself going out to the mound and he's saying like the worst possible things to be saying. Like that is so funny. But it's kind of horrible too at the same time because he's like it's crazy. I tried to get
I
him to
feel
come
like
on the show.
I feel like I would want Mark Paul to do my mound visit talk. Like that's the guy I'm sending out there. Go get my pitchers in check.
You know, I haven't never seen him do a skit like that. We may need to tell him to do a mound visit skit because I think that'd be pretty funny. I mean, I
Make it
could do
happen.
it, but I'd probably get a lot of backlash because I'd say, parents would be upset that I would talk to a kid that way. But just because I was trying to be funny. But all right, ladies, what else do you want to talk to us about? We're at the time now where you get to tell us something cool and fun. Shae, do you have any like crazy talents or anything that we don't know about yet?
Not talent, I don't think, but I actually had an ancestor in the MLB. I actually had a few.
Okay.
They're in the Hall of Fame. It's the Delahanty brothers.
The Delahanty brothers.
Yeah, one of them is Ed Delahanty.
Okay. Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Yeah, Ed Delahanty was pushed off Niagara Falls.
What?
Yeah. He died
Shae.
1908, I believe, and he got pushed off Niagara Falls by a guy named Sam Kingston.
I don't know how to respond
Is
to
this
that.
like in the history book somewhere? Because I'm like, one, you're related to a professional athlete. That's super cool. But like, what are you throwing us? You're what? First, you're falling off the stage with a chair, and now someone's being pushed off Niagara Falls. Dang, Shae.
Like I thought that was a punchline to a joke, and I just didn't catch it. So someone really did push him off Niagara Falls.
Yeah, there's actually a book about him.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah. Ed Delahanty in the Emerald Age of baseball.
And now what was their relation?
There were
Now
6 of the brothers that made it to the MLB.
6.
Yeah, all 6 of them made it, and they were in the Hall of Fame, I believe.
Wow.
Are they like your uncles, your cousins? I mean, how are they related to you guys?
Great 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 grand, great 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 grand, uncles. Sorry.
I heard that in back saying, Uncle. I thought you had him in like a move or something, and he was trying to say uncle to get out of it. I know.
Choking them out.
Yeah, that's crazy though. Taylor, what about you? What super cool skill sets do we not know about that you have? You have a special talent? She's got something, Allie. She's thinking about, do I want to say it here?
Well, my question to Tay would be, I don't want to call it a disability, and I don't want to say it's a hindrance because you play through it, but I mean, it's not just straight easy baseball all the time with you, right, Tay?
No. Definitely because of a hearing loss
Okay.
and having hearing aids on and off the field definitely has a little bit of a challenge with it. But
Okay.
most of the time it just brings like more character, I feel like, to anyone.
Yeah.
Especially with like how you treat it. Like if you let it be like your entire life, then are you really gonna get anywhere? Or like if you just work through it and like, oh yeah, God gifted me with this, let's work through it.
Well, I think so. I had a kid on a couple weeks ago, Logan, and he approached me at a baseball tournament, and he wanted to make sure that I knew and our listeners knew that he had Tourette syndrome, and he calls it his superpowers. And so I think you just got to figure out how to take what God gave you that was unique to you and find your superpower in it. I think that's freaking awesome.
And you'd never know on the field. You would never know if I had never seen them when I met Tay, like you never would have known. It doesn't change the way she is on or off the field. And I think she even said, I don't know if it was because the girls are just loud enough that she was like, I don't need these around the girls because y'all are loud enough.
Oh,
Or,
Lord.
Yeah, I took them out.
yeah,
Like
it would make
turning them
sense.
down.
Capturing the
But you would
team
never
going
know. I
through.
mean, they're just playing the ball. They're just playing the game. It's fun.
Yeah. That's what they've said from the beginning is we just go out there and play ball. If we just happen to be on a team with all girls, that's just what happens. If not, it's just what happens.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we got? Are you guys going to play in a tournament this coming year together?
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully. There's also a glove that we're putting out for a raffle.
Yeah, tell us about it.
So me and Taylor on one of our last FaceTime calls, we designed a glove by 44 Pro. And anybody who buys like $75 worth of our merchandise, you can be entered into the raffle for our glove.
Awesome. And that glove is sweet.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You gotta get on then buy some stuff from them. Get entered in that raffle.
I know. Well, that is awesome. So let's just make sure we got it right. So for anyone who spends $75 with you guys, they get an entry to win this glove, right?
Yep.
And so if I go spend $150, I get 2 entries. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now for that person that may want to spend $300, we're doing some serious math here now. I mean, and now I get 4 entries then, right?
Oh yeah.
You just go with me. I think, Allie, you should go spend $300. You get 4 entries right there, and then you can give the glove.
I might have to go spend some money, but I do have to go. But
All right.
I do want to say, Tay and Shae, thank you girls for being a part of the Ball Girl organization. I know Shae, we've been talking for over a year about getting you connected. It's exciting that you're finally here. And Taylor, I love watching you play on the field. I cannot wait to have you two back together again. And both of their families are great families too. So just good people all around.
Because they're sitting in the background right now. So
well, I'm saying that because Taylor's mom Beth would probably kick my butt. But no, it's great, and we appreciate them bringing their kids all around. But for them to really support them in their business adventure, it's really cool to see.
It is. I mean, first of all, you're pretty lucky that your parents are willing to bring you all over the place to play baseball, and then also help you get a business up and running. So that's pretty awesome. Well, awesome, Allie. I know you probably got to get back to scaring people, or building a house, building. But so thank you for hopping on with us, and we're about to close out the show with these 2 ladies. So they got their final question coming up, and we'll see if they've done their homework. So, Allie, thank you very much, and we will talk soon, ma'am.
Absolutely. We'll see you girls. Thanks, Aaron.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
Bye, Coach.
Bye.
All right, now it's just us. So our last question that we ask everyone on the show, and sometimes it's the hardest, it usually stumps most people. You're walking up to bat. What's your walkout song?
Shae, would you like to start?
Youngest first.
No. It's been your first this entire time.
Okay. Like favorite walk-up song or walk-up song now?
Right now, if we were writing down in the history books, Tay, this is her walkout song. And I called you Tay. I meant to say Shae.
Right now it's a song called Ready to Go. It's a song from the 80s. I'm not sure the people who.
You said Ready Go?
Ready to Go.
Ready to Go. Okay.
Yeah.
I grew up in the 80s. I'm not sure if I know that one or not.
Yeah, it's one of those songs that you'd think that you'd find in like, I don't know, like Top Gun or something.
Okay.
It's like that kind of vibe.
All right. Well, you'll have to send me a link to it because we're keeping track of what all the walkout songs are. And we're constantly building and adding to our Spotify playlist. So Very cool. All right, Tay. What is your music of choice?
My latest walkout song was This Is How Legends Are Made.
Okay, Imagine Dragons. Isn't that who that is? I can't keep up with all these bands. I think so. I think my son had that one or was wanting that one or something at one point. But that's a good one though, because it's got the word legends again, right?
Yeah, but now I play
Yeah.
for the Broncos, so.
Now, what was that? I'm sorry.
I play for the Broncos now, though.
The Broncos.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
that's
lives
your.
in Denver now.
So you play on the Denver Broncos team now? We didn't
No.
even talk about that in the show.
No. West Michigan Broncos.
Oh, okay. I'm obviously I knew that answer, but I was about to say, hey, my Dolphins. I'm a Dolphins fan. We put up 70 on the Broncos, so I was going to ask you how that plane ride home was. But all right, ladies. Hey, thank you very very much. Please
Thank you,
make
Kat.
sure, like as you guys continue to grow your store, and your shop and your experience for your customers, like keep us involved, like let us help you. We're looking for sponsors and advertisers too, so we might have to do some advertising together. I'd love to be able to help you ladies out. So
Some collabing too.
yeah, like for sure, like we definitely need to do some collaboration, like because yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Great idea. All right, so at the end of all of our shows, we ask walkout song question, and then we let our guests close the show. So you are the first people that are listeners here when the show starts, and you're the last person that they hear when the episode ends. All right. So this one, I'm going to say, and I'm going to thank everyone for listening to us and all that fun jive stuff. And then at the end, and I'm going to say, and until next time, and you two ladies have to coordinate and say, we will catch you on the slide. This is always the fun part, especially when we've got multiple guests. All right, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you again for hopping on the show. Actually, before we get to that, tell us how we can find your store online and tell us how to look you guys up.
All you have to do is just look up TNS Athletics.
Okay.
And then it's gonna pop up.
Gotcha. And I'll take you right to the website. Now, do you guys have Instagrams, TikToks, and X's and all that stuff?
Just Instagram and Facebook.
Okay.
Not
and
TikTok
is that
yet. Not TikTok.
TNS Athletics as well there?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right. Well, there you heard it. So make sure you go check out some of these ladies' merchandise because it is super cool. You guys have merch for like ball moms, dads, baseball players. Do you guys do other sports too?
Yeah, we do football, basketball.
We have hunting and fishing, golf, baseball, volleyball, basketball, breast cancer awareness, football, In God We Trust, American Sign Language, collaborative footwear, men's and boys apparel, women's and girls apparel, kids only, pets, and accessories.
That sounds like Sears catalog right there. And y'all have no clue what that is, but that's a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and y'all still go to school, right?
Yeah.
And when do you have time to do all this?
After school.
Yeah.
But you got practice. You got homework. You guys get homework?
Mm-hmm.
It's just easy.
Me, not really. None of my teachers really do homework.
Well, you got cool teachers then.
Lucky.
Yeah, Shae don't like that answer too much. She must get too
Usually
much
class
homework.
is math.
Yeah, my math teacher don't give us homework at all.
Wow. My teachers just love to punish us with homework, I believe.
Yeah, same.
You know what, Shae? It builds character. That's what we'll say. It builds character.
Yeah.
If there's ever anything that you just don't like, you can just chalk it up to it builds character.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining the show. Thank you for hopping in and listening to Coach Allie and myself talk to these ladies about their business venture and their memories and relationship, like how you guys met together. I think it's such a cool story. Thank you for listening. Make sure you go follow us on all the social media platforms. And this is where I get all crazy, but Twitter or X. I don't even know which one we calling that these days. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn. We're available on all of them. And YouTube. Go subscribe to our YouTube channel. So a lot more news coming soon with some cool information. Just bear with me for about another week or two, and we'll have some pretty cool stuff to talk about on the show. So, ladies, thank you so much for joining us, and stay in touch. But until next time,
we'll catch you at the slide, right?
Lord Taylor, or we got connection, right? We got it. You're hearing me, right? Okay. All right. Just make sure we didn't have technical difficulties here. So we'll catch you on the slide.
Okay.
All right. There we go. See, it's more of a memory challenge because I tell you before I start all that stuff just to see if you remember. All right. Here we go. Taylor, you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Ladies, until next time.
We'll catch you at the slide.
Shae, what are we going to do with her?
What'd I do?
You weren't on, you are on time.
Yeah.
Can I just read your mind?
Yes, that's what you need to do. You need to be psychic, Taylor.
Read both of our minds right now. Say, we'll catch you on the slide. That's what we're saying right now. All right, here we go. All right, we've never had a third time here now. So we're breaking new territory here. All right. Tay and Shae, until next time.
We'll catch you on the slide.
All right, that's it.
We thank you for toughing it out and pushing through. Now, let's go teach the world great sportsmanship, leadership, to go inspire someone through your dedication and excitement for the game. Make sure to smash the like and follow button on all social media at the S.L.I.D.E Podcast Show and the S.L.I.D.E Pod on Twitter. Plus, leave us a review and feedback. Until next time, we'll